Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the DC Collectibles action figure of the Atom from Legends of Tomorrow. Ever since DC Collectibles started making action figures from Arrow and Flash shows, I've wanted them to make an Atom figure. So this is pretty awesome, especially because a lot of the details in here are pretty strong. Like, just look at all the work that went into, like, the sculpt of the chest alone, and the little silver little straps that go across, like the stomach section, the belt. I mean, even the details on the pants, the basic gray base, and then, like, the blue highlights, like the red panels that go over it, even all the little silver sections that, you know, like on the show, kind of spin and rotate. Little silver paint on the back sections there. Really good work. A lot of detail. There's more of those little spinny things on the shoulders and elbow area, but just the little like silver wires, the sections that go over his hands. Really strong work and pretty well painted if you take a look at all of it. Here's a look at the back. And again, the separation between red paint, silver, blue, silver rivets, and like, you know, just like the kind of dark gray, kind of black base. Really good work. One thing that's just thrown me off a little bit is the head. The visor area here is blue plastic. I'm pretty sure on the show it's gray, like a dark gray. Maybe sometimes in lighting it reads blue, but it's usually depicted as gray. And then you can see the likeness under there isn't amazing. The paint on the lip isn't awesome. The eyeballs are decent. I picked this one in stores because there were some that had really wonky visors that blocked you from even seeing the eye. So at least this one kind of works. And then all the ones I saw, the edge of the helmet, you can see there's this little section that's not painted black. It's like skin colored. All of them had that, so be on the lookout for some wonky paint. But the red and silver and blue on the helmet looks good, and I do like the overall sculpt and design of the helmet. I do wish there was an alternate head, though, that came with Brandon Routh's head. We do see a lot of scenes where Ray Palmer is not wearing the helmet, and he's still in the suit, and I just like Brandon Routh, so I think it'd be cool if we had a Brandon Routh head. Oh well. But again, the paint on this is great. I love the sculpt of all the details, and it comes with a lot of alternate thingies. We have an alternate pair of grip hands, so good job on the little like fingertips, the little red tips here. And let me go in for a closer look there. There's a pair of open palm hands, and then we also get probably the coolest set of hands. We get a little like blasty blast hands, so I really dig that. And then we get a pair of little blasts that go in the back of the legs, and a pair of blasts that go in the lower back, which I'll put in now. Putting them in is pretty easy. The trick is getting them to stay, because some of them are a little, I don't know, uneven. Like the back ones were easy, but the leg ones, I've noticed that the actual shape of the like the little port in the back is not the exact shape of the plug that plugs into the leg, so that's kind of annoying. You have to force them in kind of hard. I won't deny that I think that including these was a good idea, but once you put them on, they're not really that impressive looking. They look like little blue icicles. They don't really read like fiery blasts, and they're just so little that they don't really do much to enhance the figure. I think the ones on the hands are a little bit better than the ones on the back. Articulation on this is pretty good. We got the double knee joint, the hinge swiveling ankles. There is no mid-thigh cut, but we do have like the hinge at the leg at the top of the thigh that goes, or at the top of the hip that goes outward and forward and back. There is no waist cut, but there is a mid-torso cut that is pointless because it barely moves. You got the hinge at the elbow. There is no swivel to it. No, there is a swivel actually, with this little section kind of going over it, which makes it look like there is no swivel, but there is. Hinge swiveling wrists, and then, you know, the ball-jointed shoulders, ball-jointed head. One of the things I like about the ball-jointed shoulders is the little shoulder pieces have their own hinge to them. So if you do want to bring it up, oh, as I break those little things off the back, if you want to bring the arms up, you totally can, and those little shoulder pads don't prevent anything, so that's nice. And they're not like soft rubbery either. Sometimes it could just be like a little rubbery plug, but these actually hinge. So that's nice. Overall, I'm really happy with this figure. I don't care about these little icicle things, but I like the sculpt and design of this figure. As a fan of the Atom, boy howdy am I satisfied that they made this figure. Even though the likeness in the head isn't great, the details on the body are outstanding. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and if you want, follow me on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff.